Our guest is in the green room. You guys know how we do this. We're doing today at a very, very special time. We've got an amazing guest, as you know, and this is the time he usually gets to do stuff, so we're doing it. Today, I really want to give credit to the hashtag replay squad. You guys are amazing. You guys drive these live feeds like you wouldn't even believe. But still, for our special guest, we got to have a special opening, right? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, TCT BNL, that's this sexy motherfucker right here, is proud to bring to you our soon-to-be world-famous No Lag Zone. And today, can't say tonight because we're in the afternoon, we have one amazing guest for you. Is he Beer Times with Scott? Is he the KO Show? Is he the lead guitarist for Pantera? Let's find out all these fun stuff. Seriously, let's bring him in. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott.
Hey, howdy, everybody. What's up? How's it going?
And I know I didn't expect a lot of people in here, but we got Travis claiming first. What's up, my brother? Iron Wings, how are you, dude? Seriously, you still in that little bunker of yours? We got to get you out in some sunshine, bro. That's all I'm saying. All right, Scott, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Iron Wings, how are you, dude? Overjoyed. Seriously, you still in that little bunker of yours? We got to get you out in some sunshine, bro. That's all I'm saying. Getting some replay. All right, Scott, my brother.
Sorry about that. I didn't know.
All good, man.
I didn't know it was even running. I thought that was you actually talking.
Fuck you, Bill. But Scott, my brother, I am so honored to have you on today.
Of course.
And I'm really privileged that you reached out and said you want to talk about something important to you. And you know I dedicate a lot of my show to it. So before we get into the fun stuff like wrestling and everything, we're just going to tear that fucking Band-Aid off, okay?
Let's do it.
All right, brother. I know you've been having some problems recently that you have been vocal about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Share some of those, man.
If you don't know, in December, if you hear a crackling, it's my candle. I didn't even know it was even making noise. Vanilla. It's a vanilla birch scent. It smells pretty good, actually.
Nice.
If you don't know, in December I was coming home. I woke up. I'm sorry. Let me remember. I'm on medication, so my memory is kind of foggy from time to time, and I'm getting older. You notice the grays in the beard. You can see it.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but we embrace them. That's the good thing.
Exactly.
When in December, I woke up. You know how you get up in the middle of the night or in the middle of the morning, you got to do that morning pee. You know what I'm saying? I went to the bathroom and just didn't feel right. All of a sudden, I felt overwhelmed. Didn't know what was going on. I honestly felt like I was having a heart attack because I had never experienced anything like that ever. I had no idea what was going on with me. You know, got the tingles, everything you could imagine that would be associated with having a heart attack, I thought was going on. I looked at my wife and I said, gotta go. You know, I didn't know. And honestly, rather be safe than sorry. So we went to the hospital. They check everything. I was in there for basically 2.5 days, and work was cool about it and everything, you know. And it turned out while I'm there, they tested me for anything and everything, blood all the time. You know, where I live, I never had a hospital visit until recently, and I've always been the guy who I don't trust hospitals. Never have, because I had some bad experiences with my firstborn child where I almost lost her twice because of a bad reputation from a hospital at my hometown, and I will never, ever go there again. So it kind of puts some fear in me, you know, just the fact that being in hospital, I don't trust them. I just don't. I've always been the person when I will believe and trust my doctor over anybody in the world. You know, when I hear from my doctor, you are okay, then I'll get it. Well, the doctor, they checked me and everything. They said they put me through a stress test, the MRI, all that shit was all good. Everything, which I didn't believe. And the doctor said, he says, I think you had some anxiety, which obviously that was the case.
Yeah.
And I had never experienced that before. I did a long time ago, but it was because I had a bee sting, and now I'm allergic to bee stings. So that was almost the same scenario, but that was a little different. So since December, Christmas time comes by, and I just can't get it out of my head, because to me, it was a near death experience. That's what my brain has been thinking this whole time.
Right.
I couldn't get past it. I honestly, I'm not going to say I am, because I still go through it. Fast forward after the new year, it happened again. I was at work, got overwhelmed again. And at my job, and honestly, I don't really tell. I try to keep as much personal away as I can. I work for a company that just deals with rice and pasta and noodles. Really easy job. Not stressed at all. We were not busy at that time, and I just all of a sudden just kept thinking. What happened was, every time anything happens in my body, such an example, you eat that burger and you get a little flutter. Ooh, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. You know what I'm saying? Anything. I get a little pain in my neck, or my leg starts to fall asleep. Anything at all. It doesn't matter what would have happened or what happened to me. I felt like something's seriously wrong. I just, something's not right. Something's not right, because my brain was on alert. Like, the anxiety was sinking in. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I went back to the hospital because I was putting myself in a panic attack again, and I'm sitting there hooked up to everything in the emergency room. Once again, the doctor didn't think I was crazy or anything like that. The guy's trying to be very sentimental about it. And he's like, Scott, he says, I see you came here about a month ago. He goes, what makes you, why are you coming back? He's trying to be reason with me.
Right.
Trying to tell him, I think there's something wrong. And he's looking at me, and he's Scott, take a look at those monitors. And I'm seeing everything pretty much as normal as you can get, from time to time, as I start to get worked up, my heartbeat gets up, or my blood pressure. But for the most part, I'm just laying in bed like this, calm as can be, trying not to think. And everything's normal. He looks at me, and he says, your blood work is the exact same as it was. He's trying to tell me, he says, you have anxiety. I pulled a muscle in my back as well. And I did, and I don't know exactly what I did, but I fucked it up pretty good, to the point where it took about a month for it to heal. So the whole time that's going on, my back is hurting, scared to death. I'm thinking, I have something wrong with my backbone. There's something wrong with my spinal cord. Anything that happened to me, or anything that would occur in my body, I'm thinking it's something life threatening and in something serious. I've talked to my
damn it. Sorry, Scott. Sorry.
I've talked to my mother-in-law, my wife, my mom, which is another thing. I'm not blaming my mom about this by any means. I have never had a relationship with my mom for over 10 years. I haven't spoken. I'm not gonna go into it too deep, because I'm not gonna do that. But I'm putting the blame all on myself, for the simple fact, if you know me, I'm a stubborn motherfucker. There is really no other explanation. I'm a stubborn dude, and I
know. I've known you
not forgive
a little while.
and forget. I'm not one of those guys, and I just stuck to myself when it comes to my family. And I had a breakthrough where I got to talk to my mom and my daughter, who I've had troubles with, and we've talked about that before in the past. I was at work one night, and I couldn't handle it anymore. I broke down. When I did, it just started. It made me change. I said to myself, I have to let things go and stop holding things in. And when I said that out loud, I just lost it. And I never ever do that. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm human. I cry. Anybody does. I hadn't done that like that in a long time. Talked to my mom, and we're doing great. We are. My wife is actually she's gonna go meet her mother-in-law for the first time. We can't this week. We're going to on Saturday. My stepdad, honestly, he may have COVID. We don't know yet.
Okay.
He's not feeling the greatest, and he's one of those painter guys. He don't miss work, and when he misses work, there's something wrong. So my mom was like, stay home. We don't know yet. Maybe another week or whatever. It's like, okay. My daughter, not doing so good in school right now. She's in danger of failing. She's depressed. And this is the really fucked up thing. She has problems. I'm her dad. The fucked up thing is, in my mind, I don't think I'm well enough to help my kid because I have to help myself. I know that's really fucked up to say.
I get your thought process. I
Yeah.
really truly do. I get it.
I really I have to take care of myself. But also I know I gotta take care of my kid. But I am like kind of stuck and it really sucks. So I'm blabbing on here. I went to the doctor.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I went to the doctor after I went out of the hospital. And I'm terrified. From January to February 3rd, I paced the floor, freaking out, panic attacks nonstop. Finally, I went to my doctor's appointment. And I'm scared to death because I'm waiting on my actual doctor, who I will trust. I'm waiting for that bad news. And she comes and tells me the greatest doctor appointment that I could have ever gotten. My liver she says, is one of the strongest she's ever seen. She says, like, that's great. My liver has stores sugar and stuff for when it's needed. It's like killer. Like, it's like great. Well, she says one of the greatest livers she's ever seen. She says, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And then in the same breath, she says, I know you like to drink from time to time. She says, I don't even care about that for your liver's sake. She goes, your liver is in perfectly good health. You drink whatever you want because you're proving it's fine. That's great. She tells me my blood pressure is still where it needs to be. I'm trying to get off of
this big hairy butt is coming, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking the whole time. I am a diabetic as well, but I have been able to control it with my diet and me losing weight. I've lost 25 pounds
Congrats,
since
man.
December. I'm trying to lose almost 85 total. I know you don't see it on camera. I used to be 265 pounds. Right now I'm down to about 242.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah. I'm between 240 and 250 right now, depending on how much I actually eat, because we'll get to that in just a second. My doctor tells me, she says, your sugar is good. You don't have to be on medicine and everything. So she basically tells me, she says, you are fine. And she goes, now we need to talk about you going to the hospital. And she looked at all my results and everything. She says, yeah, you have anxiety. She says that you don't have anything wrong with you. So she gave me some anxiety medicine. However, that one I've had to remove because ever since I started taking it, I've had a blistering headache for over a month every day. And it sucked. So I've been dealing with that. I cut that medicine out and my headache has gone away, except my vision has taken, because I'm getting older now. Now I can honestly say I'm an old man, because now when I get my new glasses this weekend, I have the bifocal. So I'm like, okay. So my eyes, basically these glasses are too strong for me because my far away vision improved a little bit because my close up vision is now starting to take a turn. So it's a normal thing. Now my headache is just right here because I'm straining my eyes instead of anywhere else because of a fucking anxiety medicine. I've had some panic attacks here and there. Honestly, it's been rough. I mean, some days are good, some days are bad. I'm not going to say, every day's good. I said Tuesday wasn't so good. Yesterday and today were great. The problem I have, and I know what the problem is. Oh, and I'm seeing a therapist now as well. I'm trying to nip this in the butt every way I can. I've been seeing a therapist for over a month now, and that's been going good. It's helping. I'm not saying that I don't need to go. It's helping me, and I'm going to continue. I'm not going to be one of them. I'm getting to be good, and I'm going to just cold turkey and quit everything. No, I want to get this shit so I don't have to have a panic attack. I ain't got to worry about nothing. So I'm going to continue to do everything that I'm doing. I'm even to the point I was saying that, I would think of things that were wrong with me. I'm even going to a chiropractor. Like, I've covered every aspect of my body legitimately to a doctor for my heart, a chiropractor for my back, my vision. I've checked everything I can. Problem is, I'm in my brain, anything that happens or any kind of alert, oh, you got a little bit of indigestion, you got a heart blockage. Those are the things that come on in my brain. Oh, I got a little bit of twitch in my leg. Oh, you have a nerve problem. It don't matter what it is. Anything that goes any kind of a real quick, I think there's something seriously wrong. That's what's. I don't know why.
Well, now I'm going to do something that I'm not sure how you're going to take it. Okay. But before I do that, guys, tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, be 9 p.m. Eastern, go to their channel. They've invited me on. There's some really good dudes who like talking about mental health, helping veterans in need, people in need. I cannot wait to be on that channel and talk with those guys. It's going to be a really, really interesting chat.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay.
Now that was a shameless plug for me tonight and Contagion Effect, but here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm proud of you. I seriously, truly am. The old Scott that I knew a while ago would have fought everything until he died and been like, hey, fucking thing wrong with me. Fuck you. I don't care.
That's right. You're right. I would.
You are here and you're talking about something that's really affecting you. A lot of people can't do that. Oh, not wrong. Don't worry about it. Not wrong. I got this. Not wrong. No. Fuck it. I got it. You're seeking help. You're getting the help. You're doing what you need to do. And there's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist. There is not a damn thing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a lot of stigma attached to it. Like, what are you, fucking nuts? No, sometimes it helps to go to somebody that doesn't know you, your past, anything, and you can have a flat out fucking honest conversation and go, okay, when I was 3, I kicked a puppy dog and it felt good. Not that I've done that, so I can't wait till you idiots out there play that and go, look what he does, look what he does. But I am proud of you, bro.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
Radio. It takes balls. And I'm going to say it like this. Big old Kevin Owens size balls, bro, from jumping off the top of the cage to come live and go, yeah, I'm fucked up, but I'm working on it.
Yeah. It's past couple months. I've been distant from my wife. I can't lie. I'm on, she's heard me doing the deep breaths and stuff at night. I've kept her up. She's done the best she can to help me. And it's like I said, it's been rough on her too, because I'm sitting here like a shell, in my head. And then I just couldn't take it no more. I was like, fuck this. So one of the breakthroughs that happened for me in therapy, I think it was last week, 1 week or 2 weeks ago, can't remember. My therapist, we're talking. Oh, I remember what it was. We're talking about, she says, what makes you, what triggers these things? And I told her, I was just setting it. This is an example. We go out to eat. Okay. Let's just say we go to Burger King. And I'm like, their menu's limited. Right. Not healthy per se. And you get a burger. I'll eat that burger, not even minutes after or while I'm eating it. In my head, you should. And I'm saying to myself, you shouldn't be eating that. That's not good for you. And that's where so. And
I totally
I go down that road,
that.
And then I'm like, and I'll start panicking and freaking out or whatever. And I just ate. Hey, yo, man, I said it.
Hollywood.
That's right. So, and I'll eat it and I'll have guilt and and in my head I'm like, oh, you're doing this to yourself. That's what would go on. And I told my therapist this, and she was not about eating, but she was like, conquer your fears. Whatever you need to do it. Do whatever. You can do it. She's trying to be motivational. So, and I told her, I was making a joke. I said it's lunchtime. I said, I'm hungry. I said a part of me wants to just go around the corner there to McDonald's and just get the Big Mac and a fish sandwich and say, fuck it, and just eat it. And I said, but I won't, because in the back of my mind, that's going to trigger something. I love you, Brian. I love you, man. I haven't watched your live stream yet because I'm here, but I will watch it before I go to sleep tonight. So I'm excited to do that as well tomorrow. I've got them right here. Love you, man. Thank you for your support. Back to what I was saying. I told my therapist, I said, I want to go and get me a Big Mac and a fish and say, fuck it. And I said, in the back of my mind, I know I won't because it'll trigger any kind of anxiety for me. And I'll come home and I told Mandy, and she laughed. She says, that's what we're having for lunch tomorrow. So, and that day, the next day, I said, fuck it. I ate 2 fish sandwiches and a Big Mac. And ever since that day, I'm like, not that I'm past anxiety, but I said, fuck this. I'm not letting this control my life. So since then, I've been eating whatever the hell I want every single day and not even worrying about it. Not that that's a good thing, but I'm trying to prove to myself I'm going to win this battle. And like tonight, I ate a steak and cheese sub and a 2-piece of pizza. It's a little bit for anybody for the most part, but I was like, fuck it. I'm eating it. I don't care. I don't care.
Bro, I think we all have that inner voice. Okay. Shaky, how you doing, brother? There's a comedian out there, Christopher Titus. Do you know who he is?
Say it again.
Christopher Titus.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. He goes into the dark to pull his humor out. And one of the things he talks about is we all have that inner voice. And I know this is going to trigger people, and I don't care. He calls it his inner retard. Because when he's like, see that hot woman over there? I'm going to go get her. We're going to go out on a date. That voice inside your head goes, buck up, loser. Why don't you go to CVS and get some tissues and some hand lotion? We all have that inside of us.
Yeah.
We've all got that little voice. And trust me, as somebody who likes knives, brother, I will sit there and be like, I just got it. I'm happy with it. I've been carrying it. Where's my next one? Why can't I buy a new knife? I have to have a new knife right now. Oh, my God. Why am I not getting one? We've all got that voice in us. And I hate to put it this way. It's like that dark side of you that embraces your failure and loves that failure.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every time you screw up, it's going to go, I knew it. I knew he'd do it today. Yeah.
That's a really good way to explain that for me, because that dark voice is my anxiety. It's like
mm-hmm.
and it's my own voice in my head, So you shouldn't eat that.
Damn straight, Lady L.
Damn
straight.
That's like chips. Yeah. Well, it's my own voice that I hear, and that's going to fuck your heart up. That's going to make those are the thoughts that come in my head, and I'll be at work, and I have a pretty busy job. I do. I run a layer picker, the claw machine for work. Mm-hmm. That's what I do. One of the jobs I do, and I'm by myself. I run back and forth, up and down on a racetrack. Just from left to right, all night long. What's the problem? I have all that time by myself, undistracted.
Yep.
Thank you. And people could see it because my face got all blood red. My ears are hot. I'm just in my shell. And they would, dude, you all right? They see it. And I'm like, give me space. Like when I have a panic attack, I got to get away. Like I'll go and sit in the offices or something, go outside. I got to get away. I got to call, I'll call my wife, my mother-in-law, my mom, and they're being very supportive as much as they can. They have been, and I'll love them forever, no matter what.
Very fucking good comment.
People are delusional. If they don't think, they don't have some form of anxiety. Yeah, I agree with that, Dan B. I do. I do. I had never experienced this before. I really didn't. I don't know the underlying cause, and I'm not that far yet. Like I said, my therapist is helping. It's going great. But I'm looking at this, huh?
You're doing it.
Yeah, I'm looking at this as
give yourself credit. You're doing it.
I am. I have not saying that like out loud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out what it is. I'm just in my head. I keep saying, me going to the hospital set it off. A life life-changing event for the most part, a life-threatening event as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'd never experienced it before. My panic attacks triggered my seizures. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've never had a seizure of any kind, so I don't have any experience with that. I do have relatives that have though. And
Yeah, I've been around people, and yeah, I mean, dude, like I was telling you in the green room, I had my first real panic attack inside a Walmart in Spokane Valley.
that's
Over,
crazy. Yeah.
over fucking candy.
Candy. What kind of candy was it?
Uh, those Hershey Symphony bars with nuts.
Okay, the
My,
blue
my,
label.
yeah, my ex really loved them, and like I
Yeah.
said, I was buying for her, not thinking, dude, you're not with her anymore, moron, don't do it. That's where my brain was, and in the basket. Then I went, wait a minute, I don't like this crap. And I went to put it back, and hand started to shake, the sweat started to come out, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is fucking candy.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing that happened when the signals happened to me, like you said. It's like 2 degrees outside, freezing cold, and I had on thermals, dicky pants, a Dixon flannel, and like a nice wool jacket. Like I'm dressed for the freezing cold,
Yeah.
and I'm sweating my fucking ass off because I'm thinking I'm having a heart attack. I'm like, what the fuck, the symptoms and the signals are coming. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with me,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally out of nowhere, just bam, just happened right like that.
And that first one will fuck you up.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you realized what was going on and got help.
I needed to because, well, one reason why it's not their fault by any means because it's protocol. I'm almost in danger of getting in point trouble at my job. And like I said, it's not their fault. That's just how it goes. And I talked to my supervisors, and I said, look, I'm going. I told as one day I went into work, first, right there on the job, the first few minutes, just started wigging out right there, and I'm like clutching my chest. I'm like, what the fuck? I was fine, and I told myself I can't. I had to go home, and right there we started talking. I told him, I said, I know you're trying to do your job. I said, I can't today. I said, let me go. They gave me a point because they had to. And I said, I'm going to call a doctor. I'm going to get on this tomorrow. And I did that day. Yeah. I looked into a therapist, everything, just boom, 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 boom. Without a hesitation. I got to get this straightened out.
But there's also some other stuff, like when you brought back opening the door and you realized you were having a problem, you were smart enough. You didn't sit there and go, I got to keep pushing. You shut it down. You're regrouping, and you're going to come right back at it.
Yeah, I brought it back. I did, because if you go back and you watch that video, honestly, it was with Gary and Walt from Mallycut. You can see it in my face. You can see it plain as day. I was struggling. I was having a panic attack the whole time I was on camera, and I don't even know why. I was looking directly in the camera like I am right now, and I was fucking terrified, and I have no idea of what. I don't. It just.
Oh, I can give you my best guesstimate. If you look at the recent history and how things are repairing, that voice inside your head's going, hey, guess what? You're going to go back about a year and a half now. It's a setup. He's coming on your show. He's going to attack you. No. I almost guarantee you that was going through your head at some point.
No, because Gary and I actually, and like what I've said before, we have not had the greatest relationship, but we have had this actually in the works for a while. Gary and I, when we were at each other's throats, we were going to do it. We were going to, just for the hell of it.
Wow.
And yeah, because we were going to push the envelope for the name of the damn of the show, opening the door. That was the point, But I don't know why we never did, but yeah, this has been in the works for a while. And
good, Dan. I'm glad I'm wrong. Seriously, I really truly am.
No, I said it, and I have no negative feelings towards him. I love that guy. I do, and I said it in my review. We've loved and hate each other. I still love him and I respect him. And I spent $200 on his fucking products. Anyway,
how can I put it?
I got
Gary's like that one relative you have that everybody's like, don't talk to him. And sometimes you're just like, okay. And then it goes bad, then it goes good, then it goes, hey, he's a good guy. I love Gary to death.
I always will. I don't care. But what I was saying, what I was getting at, I wanted to continue. Josh from Embrace the Bearded Life was my next guest.
Yeah.
And that day is when I started taking the medicine on a regular. It was like I couldn't handle it. I could not handle. When I first started taking the medicine for anxiety, it was just whenever I needed it. I was one of those guys. I didn't want to do it, so I held off and held off. And my wife called the doctor, and she said, "You start taking it." And when it happened, when I did, I never experienced any kind of drug or medicine, whichever you want to call it. I never took a medicine for my brain, ever in my life. And it was doing what it was supposed to do, but it was fucking me up because I was not used to anything calming me down and getting rid of that shit. I don't do drugs of any kind. I don't. I never really did. And that's kind of crazy when someone's experiencing that shit for the first time. Like I was sitting, I remember that day I was sitting in my chair. I'm watching one of my favorite movies recently. It's an older movie, but I recently got into listening to Joan Jett and the Runaways. If you don't know, that was her first band when she was a teenager.
Yeah.
So I listened to them and I found, there's a movie. There's a movie about it. And there's a book about it. So I got into it, read Cherie Curry's book, watched the movie. It's one of my favorite movies just because I'm a musician.
Didn't she do a movie with Michael J. Fox about basically the black arts?
Yes, I forget the name of it, but yes, she is in a movie with Michael J. Fox. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. I'm watching this, and the medicine's working in me. I can feel the medicine on the right side of my brain, like cooling, kind of getting in my head. It's like, hey, trying to calm me down. The anxiety part on my left side of my brain is like this. I start shaking. No, this isn't right. I freaked the fuck out. It was almost like I had two personalities in the same head. It was freaky. So I called the doctor, called my mother, and everyone's trying. This is what's happening. You're okay. Everyone's telling me this is what's supposed to happen. Let it work. I didn't know. I was fucking terrified. Never happened before. What do you do? I was scared.
Yeah, I get that because like it's not the same, but I've been dealing with high blood pressure forever.
Me too.
I was so used to that, like massive spikes and everything.
Yeah.
That's what I thought your daily thing was supposed to be. And it was really weird when the VA's like, we need to put you on blood pressure meds right fucking now. You may stroke out at some point because your blood pressure is so high. And then taking those meds and having the blood pressure even out.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest feeling ever.
Yeah. It's in my family, the blood pressure. And that was another thing my doctor had told me about when I went in there. And my plan was, because I take 2 lisinoprils a day. That's all I take. I mean, it is a lot, but that's all I take. And I take a cholesterol pill. And what my intention was, I screwed up about a year or 2 ago because I started taking diabetic medicine.
Yeah.
But then I controlled it. So I got off of that. But the diabetic medicine was fucking me up. It was making me tired. Like I was out of it. I should have never stopped taking the cholesterol one. I did. Hey, Ken, I love you, man. I shouldn't have stopped taking the cholesterol one. So my doctor's like, idiot, you stopped taking the wrong one. So she told me, I told her, I want to wean off of these sooner or later. And she said, she says, I have you. Cause then I brought up, I said, I'm scared I might have heart disease. And she says, that is not an issue. She says, you are on your double dose of lisinopril and your cholesterol pill to avoid these things from happening. She says, we're keeping it from starting. I'm like, okay, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like I am preventing it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but it's weird, and I can speak from experience on that. When you're doing preventative stuff for yourself, when you're used to the chaos,
Yeah.
when the good starts to
Oh
happen,
yeah.
oh,
See, that's exactly what I'm experiencing in my head right now. Honestly, here I am right now. I'm having a great day. I've had no panic, no anxiety, zero whatsoever today. And in my head, there's a part of me saying, "The hell's wrong with it? What's wrong?" Trying to figure out something that's wrong. Something in my head keeps telling me, "Hey, you may be having some heart problems. Anything. It's
mhm.
like my brain's trying to find something to be wrong." I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that inner retard voice is so powerful, dude. It's
Yeah.
like I can be alone in my house. Everything is peaceful, okay? Like today, I just shot 2 reviews.
Yeah.
I've got it ready for tomorrow, which will be my 300th knife review on the affordable everyday carry blades. And I'm sitting in my chair after editing, and you hear that voice going, "It's too peaceful. Tip something over, break something, burn something in the oven." Because you're used to the chaos, and it's weird when you have that peace. You don't know what to do with it.
You edit videos? I don't.
Yes.
Fuck that.
No, I do like a one take, but when I go through, I have to figure out where I'm pointing at the screen going, if you want to see about this, there's a card right there. So I go through and I write it down on the, where is it? Of course. I grab, my show notes. If I have something I want to put a card to, I'll write it like right there, go at 39 seconds, point to
Oh
this.
yeah. That's a different story. I thought.
Oh,
I
no,
thought.
no. I'm one take and it's done.
Oh hell yeah. That's every video. Every
I
video.
do not have the cranial fortitude that Ken has because he loves to edit. Trust me,
Yeah.
I would love to send him a bunch of goofy shit for a video and go, "All right, coach, put it together."
Well,
Make me not look stupid.
Ken and I have something where I'm actually doing it, but Ken is going to, I have to get his approval before it actually comes out. I
Are you
don't
making cookies with Mel?
No. This is actually going to, Ken, should I let it out of the bag or no?
Well, he's in the chat, so
Hey, Gary. Hey, brother. How you doing, man? I think that's Gary. Keep
Yeah,
in
Alley
mind,
Cat's Gary.
Gary Lewis is he's forever blocked on my content, and we don't know why. I don't know what happened. Not my approval. Should I let it out or no? That's what I'm asking. Should I do it or?
He's saying it. I think he's saying it's on you, but
Oh, okay.
hold on. Oh, no. All right, Ken, please, yes or no, so I didn't overspeak and get myself in trouble. That's Chris is done with that crap.
Right. I'm waiting to see what he says. It seems that recently in the bearded community, there was somebody put up a controversial video. We're not even going to go into specifics, but basically, me and you, we were in on the comments. You know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it. Yeah, I'm going to educate people. And I really don't care if anybody takes this as a slap in the face, as a me having an ego or whatever. I don't really care. I don't. I'm going to do this as nice and proper as I need to do, because this is something I've talked about in some of my rants. And that day, when all that come out, I said, you know what? And I started talking to a couple people. Ken is one of them because I do respect Ken. I really do like his channel. I liked his Bluegrass Bearded channel as well.
Yeah.
I think he is really good at what he does. And I think he is a good coach and mentor for anyone who wants to get into content creating in general. I'm going to make a video. I just haven't because my health is more important and priority number one. So this is going to happen. I just don't know when. I'm going to make a YouTube video, and I don't care if anybody says I'm pointing a finger at you. I'm pointing the finger at content creation. It's not. This is to whoever, and what Scott's talking about. Yeah. Hey, Rob is in here. I want to make a video for the world, not just the bearding community. I'm doing this because I think it needs to be addressed in a good way, but in also a proper, right way. I'm going to make a video, and to keep in mind, this is going to be my opinion from all these 4 to 5 years that I have been in content creation on how to do a proper beard product review. And I say that it's all going to be from my opinion. I'm not saying I'm the only one that can do this. I want to go through what I have found, or I think is the right way to do it. And the funny thing is, I'm going to say this here on camera because I'm letting like all the secrets out right now.
Yeah, go ahead, man. The floor's yours.
When I make this video, it may be about 30 to 45 minutes because in the video, I'm going to make a commercial / promo video, and I'm going to give you a 3 to 5 minute review of the same product to show you what the difference is.
Oh, this is going to be epic.
And I know people are going to be pissed. I don't really care. But I thought about it for a long time. I don't care what anybody says. I don't make promo videos. I don't make commercials. There are people in our bearding game. That's what they make. I'm sorry. I'm being honest. I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I'm just being honest. Not everything that you get is great. Not everything you get is amazing. I don't care. Not everything is. And there are people that it's blew my head off. Oh, it's great. It's amazing. You're just making commercials. I mean, that's why when I do my reviews, such as one prime example, my last one, because they're my latest one. Alley Cat, I bought with my own money and I used for at least 2 weeks. I gave them a full trial of how long, not just one day, not just one time to smell them, not to open them up on camera and just there's your promo video. No, there's a big difference. There's multiple things. You can do a live unboxing. You get your first impressions. You can make a promo video where they pay you, however, and you tell you're stuffing it down people's throat. Hey, if it's a glowing review for us, it's true, Scott. What? No, you can make your first impression lab unboxings, and and that's fine. You can do those promo videos and stuff that code down people's throat to make some money, or you can tell people who want to know about a specific product or whatever it is you're reviewing, your experiences with it, what you like, what you don't like, is it worth it? And if you have then if you want to try to make some money, there's a difference in those. And I'm trying to explain that and decipher that. Just because it got underneath my skin really bad. And I said, I'm going to do it. I just haven't because my health and my mental health are more important than that. And I was like,
God, yes.
Yeah.
We will all be waiting for that one. Trust me.
I'm going to make it. And I really don't care if anybody has a problem with it. I don't. Because if
you never have. I mean, let's be honest. Your whole YouTube career, I can honestly say you have never given a flying fuck if anybody's had a problem with your video.
Nope. Not at all. Here's the funny thing. You all think this is you think it's cake, right? My channel's not monetized right now. I'm not making any money. And do I care? No, because it's my own fault because I fell out of the algorithms and people didn't watch as much. That's okay. I don't care. It doesn't bother me one fucking bit. Not
You
one.
you still are monetized because once you're in, unless they throw you out.
Oh, okay.
You don't need 1,000 subs every year and 4,000 watch hours. Once you're in, you're in.
Oh, well, okay.
I learned
Well,
that from Ken's channel actually.
oh, okay. I didn't. I just assumed because I haven't received anything for I don't
Well,
even know last
yeah,
time.
if people aren't watching, I get it because you have to get over the $100 every single month to do it
Yeah,
to get a check. So I get it. If they're not watching, you're not going to get a check. I
yeah.
get it.
I could give two shits about that at all. Honestly, that does not pay my bills. That is not why I started making content of any kind. I did it because I was like, let me try. That's it. That was pretty much it. And I'm not saying I'm king, I'm top dog. I'm one of the best in the game. Why? That's why. Because I don't care. It's real simple. I'm not trying to make money. If I do, that's great. If you don't like my video, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
I've had tons of people. That's why I stopped. Honestly, that's why I stopped replying to my comments. I was like, whatever. I'm like, and that's the truth. I'm like, whatever you want to say, you know. Because don't get me wrong, I know if you respond to every comment and everything, yeah, you're gonna get your channel is gonna grow a lot more. You're gonna get a lot more attention. I don't want to be on my phone all fucking day. I can barely even read the damn thing now. That's why I got to get new glasses.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
It can get pretty time consuming to every single reply, every single comment, every reply to a reply, every reply to a reply to a reply. It gets really time consuming.
I am not one of those people in this world that is going to quit my job to sit in front of a camera all fucking day. I will not do that, and I don't care. I will never do that. I want to live my life and enjoy. I want to play my fucking 5150 that I just got fixed today, and it's loud as shit now. I want to be able to go play in the park with my children. You know, I'm not going to sit here in front of a camera and that's going to be my life. And it's not going to control my life either. Because that's one of the reasons why I've stepped away from making content, because it got like fucking old quick. It does. Don't get me wrong, I'm not making fun of anybody or knocking anybody who does this or wants to do this for a living. Go ahead. That's what you want to do. You go right ahead. I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. I'm not one of those people. I couldn't handle all the headache. I couldn't handle all the negativity, the drama, being pulled in it, me starting it, or it being a part of it.
I've been there.
This shit got old. It did. The live streams, not knocking anybody at all, and I mean that. There's too many. Yeah, we all, in general, in some way, shape, or form, if you're watching this, you have the opportunity. You can make a live stream. You have the platform just as well as Chris and I do right now. That's what social media is. Not saying that everybody should or will or whatever. You can do it just as much as I can.
If you want some good tips, go to his channel.
Yeah.
Shameless plug, Ken. You owe me $1,000.
Can the content? I mean, the drama doesn't exist in the creator community. It's beautiful. Oh, well, that's good. That's good to know.
The drama's out there. Ken's just more wise to it. Like in the knife community, they're fucking vicious. If you one brand over another, you're gonna get slaughtered.
This I'm going to have another video on my channel. I'm going to have another video on my channel here pretty soon. It's going to be different. It's not going to be beard content related at all. This is going to be I'm going to fuck somebody over because this is some guy sold me an amp, the amp that I have, that was pretty much a lemon, and I've had to fucking invest to get fixed. It's bad karma. It's bad business. This guy's a famous YouTuber. I'm going to ruin his channel because
I watched your rants, and that's the only phrase I can use. This is going to be epic.
Karma's a bitch. I'm gonna message the guy because I had to spend a good bit of money to get it fixed. And I understand, yes, in the world, you buy used stuff from people. Yeah, you sometimes that's the way it goes. But if you're a famous person of any kind and $1 million companies are working with you, I really don't think they want to have their name associated with that. And
Exactly. And
hey,
hey,
motherfucker.
Contagion Effect. Hey. No promoing Ken on my channel. Go do that on his channel. I love the content coach. No promo Ken. Joke, guys. Joke.
Seriously, I'm gonna reach out to the dude, let him know what happened. Basically, I bought an amplifier for $700. It's Eddie Van Halen's amp, the amp I've wanted my whole life. I got it. It's a combo. It's 2 speakers. The pictures he sent me are like flawless, like a really well taken care of, no scratches or nothing. There's about 40 scratches and rips of the toe locks and everything. It's completely like ripped apart. Yeah, it's fucked up looking really bad. And I'm gonna have to, if I want that fixed, that's gonna cost me $300 to $400 for someone to do that probably. But also, it was fried. Part of it was fried. It completely inside. I talked to the guy who I found a guy who repairs them. He used to work for KISS. He's been doing this for 50 years.
Damn, nice.
This guy went like this, pulled it apart. Yeah, right there. Boom. In seconds. He pulled it. He showed me what the problem was, and it was not something that I could have done. It was something that the dude who bought it or had it, he knew there was a problem.
Yeah.
It was fucked up when he sold it to me. So he gave me the wrong one, or one that was in beat up condition, number one, and it's fucked up. And he would have known that. And I'm going to say, hey, look, this is bad business. And all I'm going to say is, I think it's fair if you give me some money back for the repair that you knew. And if he doesn't, and he just wants to know that's on you, that's a big fucking mistake.
All right. So what we're going to do is, we usually go an hour and a half tops. But
Yeah.
Seeing how I've got some family stuff I got to get done, and I got to grab a quick sandwich before I'm on another live tonight.
Oh, that's okay, man.
We're going to put the Band-Aid on you for a moment. I'm going to ask a couple different real quick questions.
Okay.
How you feeling about Razor Ramon's passing?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I mean, look at my name on the screen. I mean,
Yeah.
that if you don't, that's a thing that me and Gary from Alley Cat, we kind of just threw that together back and forth when we were talking all the time. That's where it came from. Because we're old, we're the '90s generation kids, and we grew up with Razor Ramon, and it's from Scarface. That's where it came from. Man, that's where it came from. His partner, I forget his name off the top of my head. Manny. His name's Manny. He says it. Oh, come on, man. That's what he says. That's where it came from. It sucks. It really does. He's almost like a pop culture thing. People know who he was. And if you were into the Monday Night War thing,
oh God,
that was the thing. Hey yo, I mean, you know where it came from.
He had those classic lines like "Something happened to this goal, something gonna happen to you."
Yeah. It really that one hurts. It really does, and it's you can see it in a lot of the wrestlers too. It really does. I'm sad.
And I'm taking kind of an informal poll. How do you feel the Kevin Owens Stone Cold match is going to go? Do you think it's going to be a squash, or do you think it's going to be a classic? Considering Austin's old as fuck and can barely move anymore.
I don't know because I watch a couple YouTube channels. Because keep in mind, I don't get to watch Raw or SmackDown because we don't have cable, which is fine. I have a couple YouTube channels that pretty much I can see it, what I need to see. Monday night was fucking hilarious. When he that was hilarious. When
he came out with the ball cap.
Oh my God. They're for the most part, the dirt sheets and the internet fans, as myself, we get all the insider information. We kind of know what's going on, or what's going to happen. they're keeping this under wraps. No one knows what's going to happen because people were saying there's interviews that Steve Austin is not happy. He doesn't want to do it. Or they're saying he's going to beat the shit out of Kevin Owens. Like he's in top shape. Nobody knows. It's speculation. I am excited. If you guys know, I love wrestling, obviously.
Yeah.
This is my grandmother, like I've said, she's the reason why I still watch. She's passed away in 2015. That was her second love, was her family and then wrestling. She loved it. And every time I watch, because I've never missed a WrestleMania, I get tears in my eyes because I'm like, I'm watching it with you, Grandma. That's what I'm thinking. I'm excited as fuck.
I don't think Steve Austin's in good shape because if you watch the release of his IPA on Austin Day, he was having problems moving throughout a freaking brewery.
I didn't see it. I didn't watch it because keep in mind, my work shift, I can't see during the day.
I get that. I honestly think, and I'm putting it out here right now, it's going to be a squash. Austin is going to demolish Kevin Owens because of the heart issues and everything else that Austin had before his final match at WrestleMania with The Rock. He's even stated, I didn't get my moment 20 years ago.
And that's probably what's going to happen. I didn't think about that. I really never thought of that. Yeah, that is true. Steve Austin or Kevin Owens is the only person on record that has the permission to use the Stone Cold Stunner.
He gave him the rub and gave him everything else.
But he likes Kevin Owens. I mean, they are, Kevin, he does respect Steve. I mean, obviously, he has to.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool as shit. I'm sure Kevin Owens, that was one of his favorite wrestlers when he was a kid. And I thought about this. I was talking to a coworker the other day. You want to get technical about it. Kevin Owens is this new generation Steve Austin. If you
in a way, yeah.
He is. Only difference is he's not chugging beers and throwing up fingers, but he's that push the authority. I don't care. That's him. He is the new era WWE Steve Austin. I really do think that.
Now, speaking of new era, and this is the last one we're going to throw out there before we got to hit that little wrap up. With all the new releases that have happened in the WWE, do you think the WWE is in financial trouble, or do you think that Vince is cutting costs to sell it to Fox?
It's going to happen sooner or later. You cannot. Well, they've even said it publicly that they when during COVID that was their most successful year. How's that possible? How is that possible? If you're not touring, making money, you can't tell me that this world was buying that much merchandise to keep them afloat while they were, get the fuck out of here. Bullshit. No fucking way. I don't care what their reports say. No fucking way. I don't know who he'll sell it to. I really don't pay attention to that shit because that's not why I watch it. I watch it for the entertainment and also the wrestling.
I agree, but like when you wake up and you get like on Twitter and you see WWE releases and all these names, you're like,
yeah.
Huh? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I was fucking pissed when they released Bray Wyatt. I remember that day. Me and Mandy were cutting corn off the cobs here at the farm, and it come across one of the channels I watch, and I'll plug them because I really like their channel, Wrestle Talk.
I know that channel. Yeah.
Ollie Davis, Bray Wyatt's released. I was like, get the fuck out of here. No way.
The Fiend, I will say it like this. The Fiend was so successful, so over the top for WWE. And I mean, no offense, his name, Wyndham Rotunda. He's a great wrestling family. I just, and he hasn't come back yet.
I don't know what he's making movies. He's that's what I've heard. I've heard he's making movies, but also he knows he can do whatever he wants, wherever he wants. And you don't want to give that up. Don't get me wrong. The Fiend was fucking awesome. I loved that character. I did because it was original. That was original. What you saw on TV, and I don't remember the exact years, when the Fiend was in the WWE, Bray Wyatt was talking about those events in NXT from 2012 to 2015. He was making those storylines up years before they happened, and then he brought them to fruition in the on on WWE cameras. That man, I will say, is one of the greatest original characters they fucking ever had, because he controlled it. He was a
Yep. And
genius.
now that he brought it up, okay, if he goes to AEW, cool. But fuck, last one. This is it. Last one. Do you think AEW has become the new WCW with all the contracts they're taking on?
No, it don't get me. It looks that way. It does, because there is no competition. However, they don't want to be that. They do have everything there. Tony, JR, and everybody there. Sting. And we can keep going on all the names. No, I don't. I think they are going to be competition because, let's be real, they are. They're not trying to be. They want to be whatever it is they are going to be, which is all elite. When you say that, that's, to me, in all seriousness, that sounds better to me as a name than World Wrestling Entertainment. All Elite Wrestling sounds better on paper. The name.
I agree.
I think that they're just trying to say, hey, look at us. Because everybody gets along there. They all work together. And they don't have 50 million people writing scripts and changing scripts. I'm pretty sure they do for the most part, but it's, hey, what do you think of this? Let's do this. They're more WWE's, this is how it has to be.
Got the boss says here.
No.
Exactly.
AEW, I think, is more, let's give the fans what they want. Or
I like the flexibility in AEW. Just Thunder Rosa's taco vlog, where she takes wrestlers out for tacos. Yeah. You can't see that in the World Wrestling Federation anymore because Vince shut down social media for everybody.
That's fucking stupid.
I agree.
That's stupid. Because, I mean, if you think about it, he fucked Xavier Woods too, because the WWE owns up, down, down. Yeah. So who did he lose? His whole fucking Uno team. All three of them. They're gone. They can't fucking show up on there now. That's bullshit. I don't care about that was fucking Xavier Woods' thing, was social media and video games, and fuck that. And I'd be like, fuck you. I would. Like, this is my show.
Nope, I 100% agree with you. But like I said, I got a couple things I got to do before I got to be on the other live. So we're going to kind of close it right here.
Okay.
I'm not going to go through the usual challenge at the end, guys. We've just spent this last hour talking about it. If you're having a problem, get some help. Call somebody. Talk to people. Get out of your comfort zone. Yes. There is something better on that other side. There really, really, truly is. Like I said, for me, usually at this point, I'm going to say what I'm dropping tomorrow. But, Scott, do you have anything coming up that you want to let anybody know about?
Tomorrow, I'm going to be live on my YouTube channel. I have beside me a box from Damn Yankee Beard Company.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, it's already been out, but I have not checked these out. They're still sealed. But you'll get my first. I always check them to make sure that they're not busted. And this was left out in the rain last night, so I had to check this one.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot it was even coming. So I have some body washes that everyone will get my first impression. It's still sealed. So is this one. Kentucky Mule Sterling Blend. I am reviewing The Luxurious Bastard right now, so that's what's in beard and will be for the next 2 weeks minimal. Nice. And then after that, I have Tailored Beard Company. Thank you to Scott Miller. I got something from him. I actually purchased them myself. But that's about all I got going on so far. You're going to see that not so good guitar amp video. Keep in mind, people, if you see it, I'm trying to put someone in their fucking place. legitimately screw me, I'm going to screw you back. You know I shouldn't, but sorry. And that video I was talking about, it's going to happen. I will make it. And I'm not pointing the finger at anyone. I just think that in our bearding community, with all the egos, I figure someone's got to do it. I think I am.
There you go, brother. Now, like I said, tomorrow I am dropping my 300th everyday carry knife review.
That's awesome.
It's going to be a weird one. I am actually pissed off at this company for releasing this blade, but still try to be professional in that review. So you guys will have to tell me.
Oh, okay.
But on that fun note, Scott, don't go anywhere. Got to talk to you in the green room like I always do. Guys, we're going to hit that outro. Remember, tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, I'll be over on Contagion Effects channel. When I am done there, I'm heading right to Jersey Joe's channel for the commission.
The commission's good shit, guys.
Exactly. I have no idea what's going on tonight. Like I said, we don't plan shit. We just go live and talk. So with that fun stuff, I'm going to hit that outro. Thanks, everyone. Guys, thank you so much for watching what just happened on the show. I'm kind of pre-recording this one, so I'm not exactly sure what happened tonight, but I'm sure it was really fun, or it was a massive train wreck. I'm grateful for the time that you gave me tonight, and I hope you took something away from this. I hope we had an amazing guest that taught you something or made you laugh, or I don't know, I hope I didn't really step on myself too badly. And you guys are going to come back next week at the same bat time, same bat channel for the No Lag Zone. Guys, seriously, thank you for doing all that. And this is where I pause for a moment or two and let the little screen do its little numbers, little screen do its